You might be confused by the title, and I don't really blame you because it's a bit confusing, but if you just have this mindset that failure doesn't exist, that failure is a good thing, I know they kind of contradict each other, but whatever, but if you just have this mindset that failure is not a bad thing and should not be a bad thing for you, then it'll just be so useful to you. So today, that's what I'll just talk about. And a really good example of this is literally what I'm doing right now, posting a YouTube video. Literally, because let's say I post a YouTube video, I post this one, it doesn't do well. What can I do? I post another one, I learn from it. It's a win-win situation either way. Because I post a YouTube video, I get better at this kind of stuff, about like script writing, about recording, all of this. So that's a win. And if it does well, obviously that's a win as well. But the thing is, it's a win-win situation whenever I post something. Just because it doesn't do well doesn't mean it's a failure. I learn from the failure. I learn from actually doing this every time. So it's that kind of mindset around things like, it's not exclusively YouTube, by the way. It could be about anything in life, basically. You just have to just go again, learn from your mistakes. It's really obvious when you think about it, but you just need to, it's hard to really think about this mindset, but you just need to and you've been told it all your life, learn from your mistakes, but it's a lot easier when you have an example. So just find those examples in your life. Just find those examples and they'll make it so much easier for you to understand. And it's this whole thing about letting go of things outside your control, which is really important to this idea. And I know I've talked about it before, but it's just so important about this whole mindset around failure, around why failure isn't necessarily a bad thing, because you can learn, you can go up from it, you can always respond, basically. That's what my whole point is. You can always respond to failure. That's what the whole point is. So you have to learn to let go of everything outside your control. So learn to let go. Let's say you failed in the past, you have to let go because you can't do anything to control this, but you can always control the response to this. And you just need to have this mindset. You just need to remember this and have this mindset. Like I said, make examples, find examples of these in your life where you accept the things outside your control, but you can respond to it. Just find these examples. Just on a little tangent though, most of this kind of stoic kind of stuff, kind of mindset stuff, most of the things I talk about are literally all from books, all from reading. And I know that sounds really boring, but it's just so much more useful than YouTube, I'll tell you that honestly. Reading these kind of books is just so much more useful than scrolling on YouTube, watching a video, clicking on another video, 20 seconds later. It's just so much more useful than that. So I'll just say, just read every day basically, as a habit. If you haven't started reading regularly, then it's going to be hard to sit down and just start reading. But for the first day, just literally read 10 pages or something like that, or read 5 minutes or something like that. Just make it consistent, just do it every day. You don't have to read a lot every day. If you just make it consistent, you'll go so much further than the person who doesn't read at all, or the person who reads, who's really motivated, reads an hour, tries to read an hour first day, gets burnt out after like 3 days. Just read consistently, and just read what you want as well. Read things which you want to read, just to learn how to actually enjoy reading. Then you can move on to actual recommendations which people give you to read. That's another tip I like to give. You need to learn how to like reading before you listen to other people's recommendations. So yeah, basically, I know it's a little tangent, it's not really related, but honestly, if I had to give you one tip from this video, one thing to remember, just start reading. It's really simple. I know it's boring when you start with it, but it's honestly really useful. It'll be so useful for you in the future. So yeah, thank you. But like I said before, you have to accept what's outside your control, and you have to work on what's in your control. And that is so simple when you say it like that, but it's so hard to do. So you just have to, don't complain. I know it sounds obvious, but stop complaining. It won't do anything for you. Let's say you complain about genetics in the gym or something. Stop complaining. It won't do anything for you. You just have to accept this, and you can always respond to this. Even if your genetics aren't great, aren't perfect, no one's is, by the way, but even if they aren't perfect, you can still respond. You can still build the best body you can. You can always respond to everything. That's the main point I'm getting at. And if you remember one thing from this video, just remember that. Remember the sentence, you can respond to anything. And yeah, just keep going, basically. But yeah, thank you for watching, and subscribe for more videos like this. I've got a trio of ideas right now, so yeah. stick around for more videos like this. Yeah, thank you.